This year we mark 100 years since the death of Joaquín Sorolla. Sorolla is one of the most famous painters of the end of 19th, beginning of 20th century. And he was not only very famous in his time, even he was quite well known, but also very productive. Sorolla created hundreds of paintings which are spread everywhere in private collections in different museums all over the world. A lot of them are in America because he worked there as well. But of course, a significant part of his heritage is in Spain, mostly in Madrid, where he lived the last 11 years of his life spent there. And in his house, there is a very, very good collection, but also in Valencia, his birth city. Because of the year in Valencia happened a lot around Sorolla. There were different exhibitions there, and I went to see what is going on. Sorolla is one of my favorite painters. He is giving me joy when I look at his paintings, though they are not only seascapes and beach, most of them are, but a lot of them are also, especially before 1900, socially engaged themes. They are giving out, radiating light. They are so bright and so cheerful. He himself has said that he is only trying to capture what is around him. He worked mostly outside. He said also that the studio is good for smoking a pipe. So he worked even on big canvases, straight on the beach, under the sun. And you can see it back in his paintings. He is impressionist, but actually he's not really traditional impressionist, because his brushstroke is longer, his color palette is different than the traditional impressionists, and he has his own style. He is, as I mentioned, he has created a lot of paintings. He said that he worked every single day except Sunday, 6 to 9 hours a day, and he worked very, very fast. And I can imagine that for the amount of paintings he produced, he must have worked quite fast. Also, on his own words, he could not work slow. So this is his incredible memory of capturing the moment. He could see something, like remember it exactly how it was, how the light was falling, and then creating artwork out of it. So he was very well known during his life already, quite famous. As I said, he because of his productivity and his very different very wide range of themes he was painting. He spoke to a lot of people. It is of course, when we think about Sorolla, mostly we think about beautiful coastline, Mediterranean sun, boats, children playing on the sand or rolling in the water, and this is the typical image which evokes the name Sorolla. But he has also other paintings which are more socially engaged, and the most famous probably one is the Site Inheritance. It's a huge painting, really big, and it is shows the beach and a group of crippled and blind children which are there together with a monk. This painting is very impressive, and maybe it marks the kind of change of his themes, because it's about the last one, which is socially shows something which is more of a something negative, or something more like problematic or troublesome. He himself says that it was very difficult for him to paint that painting. After that, the painting was created in 1899, and won a Grand Prix in Universal Exposition in Paris, Medal of Honor next year in Madrid. So it was very much appreciated. It was for a long time in America. It was sold there, and if I'm not mistaken, 1981. It came back, was put for sale by Sotheby's, and it was bought and brought back to Valencia. In this video, because I have a few videos about Sorolla, I could not help it, because once in Valencia and in this year, you just have to see, if you're a fan of this artist, basically everything which is shown there. It was quite a lot. In this video, I am gonna try to show you what I saw in Fundación Bancaja. This is a foundation which is private. It is in a beautiful building, and it is actually not only having an art collection, but also it is organizing workshops and cultural events. So at this point, when I was there, and for this year actually of Sorolla, they had exhibition dedicated to him, where there were not only works which are there and which belong to the foundation, but also a lot of works from private collections. I would say maybe 85 to 90% were works from private collections, and also they were some works which were borrowed from the house of Sorolla in Madrid. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video about Sorolla. And as I mentioned, I have a lot of favorite artists, a lot of painters which I admire, but there is no one quite like Sorolla. For this painting, Sorolla himself says, I was busy one morning making a sketch of Valencian fishermen when I saw in the distance near the sea a group of naked children a short distance from a single priest. They were children from the hospital of San Juan de Dios. They are blind, mad, disabled or leprous. Needless to say that the presence of those unfortunates made a painful impression on me. I did not miss the moment and sought and obtained the necessary authorization from the director of the hospital to work on the spot and copy that scene from life. Sorolla is a painter who belongs to the impressionists in general, but as I mentioned, his technique is different and his choice of colors differs also quite from the traditional impressionism. Luminism is his style, it's late impressionist style in painting, and this style devotes great attention to light effects, and this is extremely clear to see in his paintings. The light is the main driving force behind. Sorolla was known as the master of light, and even Claude Monet, back in the day, said that there is no one who can paint quite the light as Sorolla.